I sat cross-legged on my apartment floor, the laptop's blue glow slicing through the dark like a blade. My hands trembled as I stared at the YouTube video's thumbnail, a blurry smudge that might have been a house or just a void eating the light. My finger hovered over the play button. 10 years ago, my sister Emily was found in a house in rural Maine, her throat slashed, her eyes locked in terror. The police never caught her killer. I'd built my life around that loss, pouring my grief into Echoes of the Lost, my true crime podcast. But this video felt like a shard of glass in my gut. It wasn't just another tip. It was a challenge. I clicked play. The screen hummed, a low buzz that sank into my bones. The image flickered, a rotting house, its red door faded to a sickly pink, its windows boarded like sealed eyes. The camera moved jerkily, weaving through a hallway strewn with broken glass and peeling wallpaper, curling like dead skin. My breath hitched. I knew that house. I'd seen it in crime scene photos when I was 16, clutching Emily's locket as Detective Holt showed me where she died. A shadow slipped across the frame, tall, faceless, its edges fraying like smoke. The hum split into a whisper, "She's still here." It wasn't human, more like a swarm of insects buzzing in unison. My skin crawled, my heart pounding so loud I barely heard the faint scream before the video cut to black. I played it again, my pen scratching notes. Timestamp 023, shadow moves left. Timestamp 047, whisper. Red door, cracked staircase, my hand shook. Was this a cruel prank? Or had someone finally unearthed a clue to Emily's killer? I emailed Jake, my tech guy, who could trace anything digital. Need you to dig into this video. Urgent. I called Maria, a psychic I'd met at a true crime convention. Her abilities were shaky, but her instincts were sharp. Then I texted Detective Ryan Holt, retired now, who'd never forgiven himself for letting Emily's case go cold. Found something. Meet me tomorrow. The diner smelled of burnt coffee and grease, its fluorescent lights buzzing like trapped wasps. I sat in a corner booth, the video paused on my laptop. Jake slouched across from me, his hoodie stained with Red Bull. Maria fidgeted with a crystal pendant, her eyes darting to every shadow. Holt arrived last, his gray hair thinning, his face carved with regret. "This better be worth it, Sarah," he said, sliding in. "I don't like digging up old wounds." I pushed the laptop toward him. "Watch." Jake was already typing and pulling metadata from the video. Uploaded 3 days ago, anonymous account. IPs are hidden behind proxies. Whoever sent this knows how to cover their tracks. Maria flinched when the whisper played, her fingers tightening on her pendant. That voice. It's not just sound. It's angry. Trapped. Holt's jaw clenched. That's the house. 47 Pine Road. We searched for it for weeks. Nothing but Emily's blood. He rubbed his temples. "You think this is her killer?" "It's a lead," I said, my voice steady despite the storm in my chest. "The shadow, the voice, it's too specific to be random. Someone's trying to tell us something." Jake snorted. "Or mess with you. Your podcast isn't exactly low profile." I ignored him. Emily's death had hollowed me out, left me with nothing but rage to keep me upright. If this video were a clue, I'd follow it to hell if I had to. The drive to 47 Pine Road was silent, the Maine woods a blur of skeletal trees and fog. The house squatted at the end of a dirt road, its red door faded, like flesh left too long in the rain. My chest tightened as I parked. The air smelled of damp earth and rot, the kind that clings to your skin. Jake hauled a drone and his laptop, ready to sniff out signals or hidden cameras. Maria clutched a sage bundle, muttering prayers. Holt gripped a flashlight and a revolver, his knuckles white. I led the way, Emily's locket cold against my chest. The door groaned open, revealing a foyer thick with dust. The staircase from the video loomed ahead, its banister splintered like broken bones. My flashlight caught graffiti on the walls. "He sees you." My pulse spiked. "Spread out," I said. "Look for anything. Cameras, tapes, whatever made that video." Jake's drone hummed to life, its lights flickering in the gloom. Maria drifted toward the kitchen, her sage trailing smoke. Holt stayed close, his eyes scanning the shadows. "This place hasn't changed," he muttered. "Still feels like it's watching." I climbed the stairs, my boots muffled by dust. The hallway matched the video, peeling wallpaper, glass shards glinting like teeth. At the end was the room where Emily died. My hand froze on the doorknob. The air felt heavy, like it was pressing me down. Inside, the room was empty except for a cracked mirror and a dark stain on the floor, Emily's blood. My knees buckled. I could still see her in my mind, crumpled, her eyes wide with terror. A low hum started, the same as in the video. My flashlight flickered, then died. "Sarah?" Holt called from downstairs, but a whisper drowned his voice. "You shouldn't have come." Asterisk. The hum grew, vibrating in my chest like a second heartbeat. I didn't see myself in the mirror, just a shadow, tall and faceless, its edges bleeding like ink in water. I stumbled back, my scream stuck in my throat. The air turned to ice, my breath clouding in front of me. Downstairs, Jake's drone crashed, its screen spitting static. Maria screamed, her sage bursting into flame before crumbling to ash. Holt fired his gun at nothing, bullets punching into the wall. "What the hell is this?" he yelled. I ran down, the whisper chasing me. "She's mine." We huddled in the foyer, our faces pale. Maria's eyes were wild. "It's not just a ghost. It's angry. Tied to this place. To Emily." Jake checked his laptop, his hands shaking. The video's metadata changed. It's like it rewrote itself. It's pointing to a name. David Carver. Holt froze. Carver was a suspect. Loner lived a mile from here. Died in a fire a week after Emily's murder. Ruled an accident. My blood ran cold. "You think he killed her?" "I think he's part of this," Holt said. "But something's off. He had no motive, no record." Maria gripped her pendant. "He's here. His guilt, his rage, it's feeding something worse." I couldn't sleep. Back in my apartment, I pored over old police reports, newspaper clippings, anything about David Carver. He was a carpenter, a recluse, nothing remarkable. But one article stopped me cold, a mention of the Order of the Silent Veil, a local group tied to rituals in the woods. Carver had been seen with them before he died. I called Clara, a journalist who'd covered the story. Her voice shook over the phone. The veil was real. They believed in summoning a watcher, which gave power but demanded blood. I stopped digging when my house was broken into. They left a note, stop looking. My obsession grew. I rewatched the video, spotting a symbol carved into the doorframe, a circle with 3 slashes. It matched one in Clara's notes about the veil. My anger sharpened. This wasn't just about Carver. It was bigger, a conspiracy that stole Emily. We returned to the house, Clara's notes in hand. The air was thicker, the hum constant. Maria led us to the basement, where the symbol was etched into the concrete. When she touched it, the ground shook, and a voice roared, "You cannot have her." Visions hit us like a wave. I saw Emily's final moments, her screams tearing through me. Jake saw a faceless figure from his childhood nightmares. Maria saw her past failures as a psychic. Holt collapsed, clutching his chest, whispering, "I failed her." I pushed through, my rage burning. "Show yourself." I screamed. The shadow appeared, taller, its form sharpening into a face, Carver's, with hollow eyes and a twisted grin. "I didn't want to," it said. "The veil made me." They needed her blood. My world shattered. Carver wasn't just a killer, he was a puppet. The veil was still out there, hiding in plain sight. I wanted to tear them apart, to make them pay for Emily. But the entity fed on my anger, growing stronger with every step I took toward revenge. Jake hacked into town records, finding names tied to the veil, prominent locals, still alive, still untouchable. Maria warned that confronting them would empower the entity, but I didn't care. I tracked down their leader, Eleanor Voss, now a councilwoman with a perfect smile. Her house was pristine, a lie in brick and mortar. She greeted me calmly. "You're Emily's sister." "I'm so sorry." My hands shook as I showed her the video. "I know about the veil. About Carver. About you." Her smile didn't falter. "You're chasing ghosts, dear. Let it go." That night, the entity came for me. I woke to the hum, my apartment freezing, the shadow looming over my bed. It whispered, "Join her." I clutched Emily's locket, my rage a shield. But it showed me a vision. If I killed Eleanor, it would claim my soul, trapping me with Emily. We went back to the house for a final fight. Maria prepared a ritual with salt and sigils, her hands steady despite her fear. Jake set up cameras to catch the truth. Holt, pale and weak, stood guard. As Maria chanted, the entity roared, and the house shook like it would collapse. In the mirror, I saw Emily's face, pleading, "Let me go." My heart broke. My revenge had kept her trapped, feeding the entity. To destroy it, I had to let go of my hate. I dropped the locket, tears burning my cheeks. "I'm sorry, Em. I love you." The entity screamed, its form unraveling like smoke. The house stilled, the hum fading to nothing. Maria collapsed, exhausted. Jake's cameras caught only static. Holt pulled me to my feet, his eyes wet. "You did it, Sarah." I exposed the veil on my podcast. Their secrets are spilling out. Eleanor fled town, her name ruined. But I felt no victory. I'd lost Emily again, this time by choice. At her grave, I held her locket. "I wanted justice," I whispered. "But you needed peace." The wind carried a soft hum, like a sigh. I walked away, my anger gone, but the weight of loss still heavy in my chest.